Hello, soul friends. This is Mary, and welcome back to my channel. Today's Pick a Pile reading is going to be all about what do you have to be proud of? What do you have to be proud of? And then I'm also going to look into what you maybe might want to think about being proud of if you are not yet. Okay, so that's a couple of different things. And let's see, we're going to use a bunch of cards today. Let's go ahead and show you the ones we're going to be using. We're going to use this one. We're going to use, let's go ahead and use this one. We're also going to use this one. And I'm going to use this one more time before I stash it away for this season. And why not? Let's use all of them. Let's get some out of here. And some out of here. And while we're at it, since we're talking about it, we'll get one out of here as well. Okay, so you'll have cards from all of these in each of your individual readings. I'm probably going to tuck all these away pretty soon because, as you can see, we have kind of a Irish theme going on. But it is now into the spring months, and so I want it to look a little more, Easter bunny-ish, I guess. So remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot or oracle reading is your spirit guides coming forward to give you advice, or it's simply your subconscious mind helping you answer life's ponders. No matter how you look at that, it's healthy and you are in the right place. Let's go ahead and just start grabbing you some cards. Okay. And you can always fast forward through this if you like. Ooh. I never have to say while I'm shuffling. What do I say? What do I say? Let's do 2 each for these. Tricky with me. This one and this one and these two right here. Okay, and get some of these. It's gonna take me a while. We'll do a timestamp for this for those of you who hate watching people shuffle. I feel bad for people that are like, like they don't like the way it sounds when people shuffle on camera. That would suck. But I guess you can always just mute. Here, all right, get one of these for each of you. Oh. Okay. And now, so many of these oracle cards don't lay flat, which is, if you know me, you'll know that that drives me up the wall. I don't know what causes that. I wish I could figure out how to combat it. Okay, we don't need those yet. We are going to get a couple of these. And a couple of these. And then we'll just get into the rocks that we'll pick for you. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I'm just going for it. Okay. What do you have to be proud of? What should you be proud of? I don't like saying should. It's a very shaming word. I'm not going to should all over your face, as they say. Okay. I might change this camera to a different one. I have a camera app, and then I have the camera that came with this phone. Both of them are useless. I might have to switch teams when it comes to phones next time if they keep making this low quality. All right. It's pretty close to looking semi-straight. Doesn't look very pretty though. This camera looks like crap. Okay. Group 1. Let's go ahead and give you the white heart. That's a snowy quartz. Group 2, we'll give you this little stripy, it looks black, but it's kind of like a olive color. Not sure what it is. Group 3 gets bloodstone. And group 4 gets this crazy little, I'm sure it's some kind of crazy lace agate or something like that. It's also green. All right, go ahead and pause if you need, and we'll see you in your individual readings. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Hi, group 1. So if you picked the snowy quartz, let's go ahead and get into your reading all about what should you be proud of. What should you be proud of? I'm going to set the tarot aside. I'm just going to start with these. We have the dwarf, resourceful. Resourceful. So you should be proud of being resourceful in some way. We also have chicks, man. Number 6 for chicks. There is no greater power than the light that lives through acts inspired by the heart. Aww. The shaman spiral. Number 8, awareness, practice, and connection. The green fairy, we have mischief, freedom, and reckless. I wish they would say recklessness. My English teacher's coming out. Okay. For your fairy card, we have the Knave of Summer, Robin Goodfellow. We will read the book for him. And, Arian Hode for karma, fate, life directions, and autonomy. That is number 31. And the other world card with this cute little unicorn. We have the ethereal, everlasting, rebirth, and journey. This reminds me of the last unicorn quite a bit. Okay. If you've never seen the last unicorn, my goodness, you really should see it. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go through each of these. I want to start with your fairy magic because we're going to read from the book. The Knave of Summer. Sorry, it took me a second to find the divination page here. Okay. When Robin Goodfellow bounds into your cards, he heralds fun and good-hearted mischief. There are adventures in the offing, new experiences, entertainment, and celebrations. This may indicate a real person in your life, a young man who is fearless, witty, impetuous, and unpredictable, and who is always ready for excitement. He is quick-tempered but hates injustice of any kind and will speak out against it. Well, I like him already. Okay. So this could represent a person in your life. For those of you watching who are attracted to men, it is showing to me that you do have a guy that you like that kind of embodies this personality. And so something that you can be proud of is like catching a person like that if you're romantic with them. If you're not romantic with them yet, you know, this is about what you want to be proud of. So like, You could just be very proud of this person. And this is also an indication that this person is proud of you. You could embody the essence of Robin Goodfellow. And in that case, what you would want to be proud of is the fact that you are, a lover of life. You say what's on your mind, like you're very true to yourself, etc., and so forth. Okay. And that's something to be proud of. Interesting that you have mischief twice. So some of you might be a little mischievous, but like I feel like it's in a fun way. Resourcefulness, yeah. So like it's not like you're just like out running around having a good time, not being responsible. You definitely have resourcefulness on your side, and that's also something for you to be proud of. I'm seeing some of you being smart with money, but I'm very much seeing you being smart with your emotional attachments and how you feel about others. Okay, what else am I looking at here? Some of you should be proud of the fact that you do things out of kindness, out of the goodness of your own heart. What I think is cool about that is that you don't just do it because like you think that's the right thing to do. Like even I do that. I mean, I do that sometimes, but like I admire people who don't do that. I can be a people pleaser, that kind of thing. And so it's cool of you, and your guides are saying it's cool of you as well, that you are, you don't do things unless it means something, right? And it doesn't really mean something if it's not of good use or helping others. And so that's a very admirable trait that you have and something you should be proud of. Okay, let's look at these a little bit closer. See, it's almost like you have this like good balance between, being free, being a little mischievous, maybe a little bit reckless in your like lower self, or the side of you that's a little bit darker might be a little bit reckless, or you might have that tendency. But with the shaman spiral, you're aware of it, and you practice and you connect and you practice getting better at being alive. Okay, practice getting better at being around people. Also, things that you should be proud of. Some of these guys like, and they're part of the fairy realm. You may be not all human in your little soul. You might have some fairy blood. And so if that's the case, your guides wanted you to know that. Some of you might already know that. Some of you might just want to look it up and see what that means. Okay. Life directions, karma, fate, and autonomy. I feel like part of what is also something you should be proud of is that you kind of go by life on life's terms. You don't sit and be like, why? If something happens, you're just kind of like, yep, I'm going to move forward. Okay. That you understand that not everything's going to be easy, that you understand that, life is always going to change, that kind of deal. What else do I want to say about that? This is giving me high priestess vibes. So it's like the more you keep rocking this energy, the more wise and better at conducting yourself in the world you get. Like you handle yourself well. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you're also special. You're like a unicorn. And if you don't realize that, well, here we are to tell you. You are, this is a card about journeys and things like that, but this unicorn is just speaking to me. This very, very special being. All the other little critters want to be around this awesome unicorn because it's so powerful and unique and special. And so that is another thing that you can be proud of if you want, is that you strike people that way, that you're special, that you are not just, you're the type that, if you were to pass away, we would say at your funeral, we won't see their like again, right? We'll never see their like again, because that's how special you are. Let's keep going. We have the Child of Challenges, which is the Page of Swords. The Seeker of Challenges, that's the Knight of Swords. the Ten of Wands, and the Hermit. Ooh, yes. So another thing your guys are saying you can be proud of, my wonderful soul friends, is that you know when to act and when to stand back. You don't constantly, just because you know the right way, doesn't mean you jump in and try to get everybody else to do it that way. You kind of let the world be how it is. You govern yourself and not others. And so when you feel like you can't handle the scene or you can't deal with people, you know, being how they decide to be, you kind of withdraw. And your guides are saying that's actually something to be proud of. You don't let yourself get mired down. Sorry, my table's trying to get away. You don't like to get mired down in like drama with other people, but at the same time, you still stand for your truth. So, you know, if somebody was speaking out against something you felt really passionate about, you might actually be called to say something, even though, you know, you don't mire yourself down with those other people's issues. Okay. But yeah, when things start to feel like too much of a burden, you tend to withdraw, and your guides are saying that you should be proud of that, because a lot of times you end up taking a higher road than most. Ah, it scared me to death. I'm not jumpy. You're jumpy. Okay, let's get you some cards on what you maybe should be proud of that you don't know about. Yeah. I feel like you don't realize the kind of emperor vibes that you are rocking. I feel like you're farther along than you are giving yourself credit for. Your guides are showing that that should change, that you might start feeling more proud of yourself in the moment, not just thinking back to the past and saying, oh, okay, you know, I did a good job there. It's more like, oh, I'm going to do a good job here. And yes, like, this is just the beginning. Even if you've been doing this for a while, this is just the beginning of you being your wonderful self, and you should be proud of your adventurous spirit, your faith, your protection of yourself, as well as your ability to put yourself out there when need be. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you, group one. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, there are ways to do so in the description box. My friends, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group two. So if you picked this weird little stripy, very dark olive green heart, let's go ahead and get into what you should be proud of. Or what are you proud of? We have the elf with mischief. You are a mischievous little critter, group one. You also have grasshopper. The whispers of your desires are guiding you to trust the unfolding of your story. And oh, he's playing a violin. I have something coming through for that. Where do I put all these cards? Okay, let's get you Queen Mab. I actually know a little bit about Queen Mab because Queen Mab is a fairy that Mercutio and Romeo and Juliet has an entire monologue about her. And I almost have that entire thing memorized because, well, you know, when I was, 16, that terrible Romeo and Juliet movie came out with Leo DiCaprio. Don't give me a hard time if you thought it was fabulous. I thought it was fabulous when I was 15, maybe watching it twice a year, or at least every year, while I was teaching, might have tamped that down a little bit for me. It didn't age well for me over the years. When I was 16, 15, 16, oh my gosh, that movie was like, oh, it was so good. Anyway, so Queen Mab is a fairy of dreams. She brings dreams to sleeping peoples. But let's go ahead and look at what the book has to say about Queen Mab. It looks as though she is in the winter court. I hope I'm right about that. It's gotta be winter. There's like hollies in there. Yes, and pine cones. All right, Queen Mab, where are you at? We need to see what you have to say. Okay. freaking page to turn. There we go. Queen Mab arrives in the cards to deliver dreams, wishes, and longings as yet unfulfilled, but also new ideas, insights, creativity, fertility, and inspiration to help you fulfill your dreams. Fertility, make sure you take your little pills and wear your little condoms so you don't have a baby if you don't want one. If you want to have a baby, now's a good time to try. Dare to dream and dare to live the dream. Don't let others deflect you from what you truly want. Queen Mab may indicate a real woman in the questioner's life. She is a dreamy, artistic, feminine, and reflective. She is friendly, but in a lazy sort of way. You will have to make all the effort in any relationship with her. I like that. Okay, so first off, I feel like some of you need to take a little bow about being that type of person who, and I don't want to be like, it's great to not make effort in your relationships, but this is like a cool thing that I'm seeing because, especially with the feminine energy, I see so many people and get calls from so many people about, when's that person gonna call? Do they even think about me? Do they still like me? What did I do to make them not want to call? You know, stuff like that. And Queen Mab wouldn't do that. Queen Mab would be like, they didn't call? What a loser. I guess they're going to miss out on all this Queen Mab goodness. And I feel like some of you are embodying that kind of energy when it comes to your relationships. And for that, I applaud you, my friends. She's also kind of mischievous in that she can bring all kinds of different dreams, right? Not just good dreams. She can bring bad ones too. I mean, according to Mercutio. And I, you know, she was the only monologue he had before he got killed. Spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert. A lot of the characters die in Romeo and Juliet. But anyway, I'm sorry if you didn't know. This idea of mischievousness of like, you can come follow me. Also, remember, oh my gosh, I can't remember what little story it's from, where the guy's playing the little fiddle and it makes people follow him. Not the Pied Piper, because that was a pipe, but something similar to that. It might have been like an old cartoon I watched, where this little like found-looking guy kind of, you know, lured people with his violin skills or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel as though instead, you know, the little the world's smallest violin is playing just for you. I feel like some of you are like, I'm not playing a violin for sadness. If people don't stay in my life, there's a reason for that, and good riddance if they are not supposed to be in my life. You know, the sooner you expel unwanted things, the better kind of energy. I feel like you are trusting yourself to see your story unfold, that you are trusting yourself to play your own little tune, to march to the beat of your own drum. And that is something that your guides are proud of you for. And I'm proud of you too. Gold star. We have Rhiannon for endurance, perseverance, integrity, and focus. Well, good on you. Yeah, I feel like you're like, I admire you so much in group 2. I feel like that's going to be the case with most of these because they're, you know, they're just telling us what you should be proud of. You're a strong person. You've gone through a lot, but instead of sitting there and feeling bad about it, you're like, I'm going to turn this into whatever I need to turn it into. If it's a lesson, if it's an opportunity for growth, if it's an opportunity for learning more about myself, if it's an opportunity to help someone else, that is what drives you. And that's what helps you endure. And that's what helps you focus. And that's where you show your integrity, which is very, very admirable. Okay. We also have the white spring for protection, gratitude, healing, and energy. I feel like this might be new energy for you guys, some of you. This idea of, you know, maybe before you did kind of sit back and go, why me? Why did this happen to me? I don't know, it's not fair. You know, that kind of feeling. And been there, you know, like I tend to go there more than I don't. Your guides are showing with that energy that you are helping protect yourself, heal yourself. You're being grateful on your own merit. And that is something to be proud of as well. It helps you own the joy better, I guess I should say. What else we got? We have the herbalist, number 36, herbs, medicine, and healing again. Yeah, it's like you're concocting your own little recipe for being better. Dream, manifestation, plan, and be, number 25. And yeah, you're just allowing yourself to be. I love that. You have so much to be proud for. And I'm proud of you too, even though I've probably never met you. Right? Okay, very nice. What else do I want to say about these things? Oh, we have more tarot for you. So let's get you your tarot. We have 10 of Wands. Oh, you got 3 cards, you sneaky little devils. You got the 10 of Wands. This shows burden coming to an end. It also shows you doing things on your own and making your way forward. What's interesting about this 10 of Wands is that there's a whole bunch of them. It's not just one person going up that hill themselves. I feel like some of you, because you've gone up that hill yourself, you can help others up the hill. Ooh, there's my rice. And so then with the next extra cards that came out, this is cool that it came out with 2 because this is such a great message. It could be you used to kind of reach out more towards things that looked like they were good, and then it turned out that that's not what it was, and you've learned from that, and you've learned how to protect yourself more with this energy. Sometimes this can be a card about not trusting, right? But this is more about, in this case, like protecting what's yours over what's, what others are doing or what others might be trying to pull you into. So it's almost like this stuff that you should be proud of, this integrity, this healing of yourself, this governing yourself in some fabulous way, that you have learned to protect yourself from situations like this, right? Because anybody in the Western world knows that if you see a little candy house out in a forest somewhere, read the books. There's a witch or something in that forest that's going to eat you, right? Okay, let's see what else you've got here with your tarot. Ace of Cups. Yes, you have abundance coming towards you. 7 of Cups. You have, what's the word I'm looking for? Options and opportunities coming towards you because of this energy that you're rocking, and absolutely you should be proud of it. Let's look at what else you should be proud of that you might not know you should be proud of, or you might not even know it's part of you. Knave of Swords in the reverse. So it's the Page of Swords in reverse. The Devil. The Judgment card. And the 7 of Swords. Interesting. So the Page of Swords in reverse can often show somebody who maybe spoke out of turn, somebody who, said things in a way that was not the most productive way, like still with passion and even honesty, but a tendency to kind of overspeak or speak in a form that might not be the best way to get things done or the best way to connect with others. You could have been argumentative or very argumentative, or felt like you knew it was best, or set really high standards for yourself or others that were maybe even impossible. I'm seeing with the Devil card and the Judgment card right after that you've unchained yourself from that you now have more sound judgment, and you've become quite skilled at living life the way you are living it now. Okay, anything else, Spirit, that they should feel proud about that they might not be aware of? And this could be a shrewdness that you've developed in some case where you're not as shrewd as you were here, but still shrewd enough to get the job done. I mean, sometimes you have to be. I know I can't get anything done without being shrewd. Yes, you are on your way to wonderful abundance because of the energy that you're rocking, because of the lessons you've learned. And with that, I shall leave you. If this is helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. My friends, thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you picked the Bloodstone, let's go ahead and get into your reading all about what you should be proud of in your life currently. Let's set these aside. Okay, let's start with this one. We have the Rat with adaptability. The Rat with adaptability. Sorry, we had a little visitor pop back upstairs. Adaptability. So you should be proud of your ability to adapt. I usually refer to myself as a cockroach. I can adapt to anything. I live without my head, for as long as it takes me to starve to death, that kind of thing. You might not be that adaptable. I probably am not either. But yeah, your ability to kind of go with the changing times, go where you need to go, avoid what you need to avoid, surviving, etc. So the other thing with the Rat energy is that you're very much someone who has probably been through a lot, and that's what made you need to adapt. And like that's something to be proud of. You didn't just give up and fade away, right? Let's see what else we've got here. We also have wreath making, number 44. Adorn your world with spells infused with purpose and craft the life you desire. Yeah, that goes along with adaptability, crafting your life that you want as opposed to waiting for it to happen, right? Rats don't wait. They'll chew right through steel pipes. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I know they can chew through pipes. I don't know about steel ones. Let me know if you know about that about rats. All right, we also have the White Lady. Ooh, we're going to read the book on her. So let me grab the book. Oh, that looks like the Spring Court. Nope, I lied. Well, no, wait, hang on. Nope, there we are. I was right. It was in the Spring Court. Okay, let's go ahead and look and see what it says. The White Lady indicates that a visit to a special place or a particular event will lead to great changes in your thinking and way of life. It may not seem significant when it happens, but it is a tiny seed planted in your subconsciousness. And from little acorns, mighty oaks may grow. The White Lady may be token a real person in your life, an attractive girl or a young woman who is fun-loving, convivial, and adventurous. She can be a very loyal and warm friend, but is easily hurt. Upset her, and you will make a bad enemy. Ooh. So I feel like of most of you that I'm seeing, the energy that I'm getting from this card is mainly that idea of being a very, very fun-loving person, a very playful person, an adaptable person, but at the same time being hurt easily. You know that about yourself because of what you've been through and because of what you've adapted to. If this is about a lady in your life, regardless of your gender or whether or not it's romantic or platonic, this could indicate like a child that you are proud of. So some of you might have a daughter that you're very proud of that embodies that White Lady energy. That's just a little extra confirmation. But yeah, for the most part, it's feeling like embodying the energy of the White Lady. Let's look at these. We have the Dragon, Pathfinder, Power, Strength, and Integration. I also think of dragons as being very adaptable because the dragon's all about transformation, right? Becoming something. We also have the White Heart, Realignment, New Beginnings, Perspective, and Awakening. So I feel like something is coming towards you. I know this is about what you have to be proud of, but I feel like another thing that you have to be proud of along with this adaptability is that it's helping you find your way forward into the future. These things that you embody in yourself are helping you create and manifest a future that is much more suitable to you. So like say the little rat, doesn't want to live in, I don't know what rats like. Maybe they would like to live like in a garbage like pile somewhere, but or maybe you like to move into a nice mansion where people have like nice things. I don't know. Regardless of what you want, you are moving towards that because of this adaptability, because of this strength that you have, this inner knowing. And the white heart reminds me of like following your own inner judgment, following your own inner intuition, okay, and finding your true path. We have Bloodwood, 22, wisdom, power, and transformation. We were talking about transformation with the dragons. We also have standing stones, ancestors, gateways, sacred. These are also a symbol for fertility in some circles. So I feel like some of you I feel like have had very fertile lives, even if they were not, abundant. Fertile and abundance are a little bit different to me, but like it's still rich in a sense. Okay, so you may have had a lot of children. You may impart a lot of wisdom to those children. You follow in the paths of your ancestors and find your way forward that way as well. So your ancestors are definitely proud of you if you're doing that. I see like a regard to or a deference to heritage and being proud of your heritage. So some of you might be very proud of the culture and heritage that you came from. I know I am, yay! But yeah, things that are very, very pride evoking. Let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards that are here. We have 10 of Swords and the Huntsman. This would be the, oh gosh dang it, I don't know which one. I'm grabbing the book because I can't remember my Roman numerals or my, I know that's 9, but I can't remember what 9 is. Okay, so it's the Justice card. No, that can't be right. I'm freaking out. Let me check. Okay, I was right. It is the Justice card, but my dyslexia got my little Roman numerals mixed up. That is 11, not 9. So that makes sense. I had a friend post something about her daughter turning 24, and I thought it said 42, and I was like, how's that possible? And luckily I, re-looked at that number before I said anything stupid. Dyslexia is so fun. Do y'all have dyslexia or know somebody who does? If so, what's it like for you? I have dyslexia and dyscalculia, which means I suck at numbers and letters. So, that was like a double whammy for me. Roman numerals are a double whammy. Like numbers that are letters, great. Algebra was also fun. It wasn't. I have about the math education retention of like maybe 6th grade, and that's about as high as it goes. The Hanged Man and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like because the worst has kind of happened to you already, you're moving forward in this new light of being more balanced as opposed to being like more messed up because of it. With the Hanged Man, you see things from a different perspective now, and that's something to be proud of also. Like you don't see things the same way as you used to, and that has also made you more just and more balanced and made you a better part of the world, more powerful, more able to connect. I don't usually attribute the same traditional meaning of the 6 of Cups with this card because it's so different. It's not just like a kid handing another kid some flowers and it's like, oh, this is about childhood love. Like, no. Ooh, I've been loving that. I'm not getting a ton of romance vibes this reading. Thank you for that. All those people probably left. Like, I'm gonna go find a reader that'll talk about romance because she doesn't do it very much. Okay, let's go ahead. So it's almost like you should be proud of the hard times that you survived because they made you more adaptable. All right, so we have 9 of Swords for things that you should be proud of that you may not be aware. 5 of Cups, the Lovers, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so overall, I'm seeing that You haven't just figured out how to sort of solve your own like fears and worries through this energy that you're embodying. You've also been able to help others calm their anxieties and fears by being how you are. Like you lead by example. That's something to be proud of. That's something you might not notice because a lot of times we don't notice who admires us, especially if they just like feel it in their hearts and they don't come and like compliment us ever, you know? You have the ability to notice how like it's the Five of Cups, but it's actually the rabbit's actually looking over here at these two cups. That's that same resourcefulness and adaptability. The longer I don't teach, the worse my vocabulary is going to get, and the less I'll care about it. Adaptability shows you being able to look on the bright side instead of focusing on what's gone. You're focusing on what is there and moving forward. You are not afraid to walk away from lovers, friends, people who do not serve you, situations that do not serve you. This card is saying that you are well wedded to yourself in a sense. If you are reading about, or you do have a significant other, you can be proud of yourself in your relationship because you're doing a wonderful job there. If this is not anybody who's connected with a lover or partner, they're saying that you're well married to yourself, that you conduct yourself well, that you take care of yourself, that you're practicing good self-care. The Eight of Cups shows that you know when it's time to leave. This isn't for everybody because obviously not all of you are ladies, but I love the saying, a lady always knows when to leave. I love that. I love that saying. I get choked up just thinking about it because of the movie I saw it in. Okay, who knows what movie that's from? No one ever gives me those in the comments. Okay, and that life is going to hand, even though life is weird and strange, it's going to hand you things. Okay. And you know that. And the things that it doesn't hand you, you're going to be able to get because of this energy that you rock. But yeah, the fact that you know when to walk away, you know how to take care of yourself, you know how to help others, you know how to do all these things, you're very admired by people that could be bringing about some kind of offer towards you. Whether that's like a friendship offer, love, a job, all those things. And last but not least, Ten of Swords in reverse. Maria had the Ten of Swords earlier. You have created the opposite of Ten of Swords energy by moving forward, by continuing to move on. Okay. And with that, I shall leave you. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. Somebody's blowing up my computer over there. We will see you in the next one, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, group 4. So if you picked this crazy lace agate, whatever this is, little rock. I just love this rock. Crystal, whatever. This is going to be your reading all about what should you be proud of? What do you have to be proud of as of late, as of overall? And what do you have right to be proud of that you may not know about? So we're going to start with what you're proud of. We have the Black Hound. Foreboding. Interesting card for something to be proud of, but I understand. We also have the Pink Moon 29. Your tongue will illuminate the spaces within your thoughts that need evolving. Here. Is he laying a little egg while he's jumping? Cute. All right. And your fairy is the Nine of Winter. Unseelie Court or Gort. I think that's Court. Okay, looks kind of like a G, I'm not sure. So with the Foreboding card, I feel like something that you have to be proud of, and it's like kind of like almost a shadow aspect of you that you should be proud of, is that like you know when something is not right, you know when something is not adding up, you know when things just aren't quite the way that they're supposed to be, and you kind of see trouble coming a mile away. You might even try to warn people, even if you get shrugged off. Okay. Your tongue will illuminate the spaces within your thoughts that need evolving. It's like you speak the truth, is what I feel like is being said here. That's something that you can be so proud of, because you are not afraid to evolve. You're not afraid to like say the nitty gritty dark underbelly of things if that needs to be said. You know, positive thought is all well and good, right? But when that when that S isn't the truth, then what, right? And so I feel like you're like somebody who tells the hard truths, even if people don't like it, even if people get mad at you, etc. and so forth. Let's read about your fairy energy here. We have the Winter Court, and that is number 9. So let's just go ahead and see what we can see. Okay. The appearance of the unseelie court indicates a way of life overturned, unexpected change, anger, frustration, broken promises, hurt, spite, malice, jealousy, and perhaps new but unsuitable alliances. Yes, I feel like you can spot that type of energy. You can spot like shady people. And I feel like it's something that maybe people have even criticized you for, right? And you know, discounted you, told you that you were being, maybe even like shamed you for it. Like for example, an old job that I had, we had like a person that moved there from somewhere else that was working there in kind of a, you know, super important position. And something was off about that person. I didn't trust them. And everybody else was kind of like, oh, they're the nicest person, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I was kind of like reserving my, you know, judgments for my own, you know, knowing, I guess you could say. And, you know, wouldn't hop on the bandwagon of like, they're the best, because I kind of got the feeling that they were not, right? And sorry. Okay, there we go. And then sure enough, it ended up being like the shadiest person ever. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, we never even knew. And I'm sitting over there like, except for I was right there pointing it out to everyone. Nobody listened to me, right? Oh, hang on. So anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. It's weird. It's like you see right through people. And I think that people kind of tend to, discount what you say and you stick to it. It's like when you're a conspiracy theorist, right? And then the conspiracy turns out to be true and you're like, I told you. You feel very proud of yourself. I feel like you should be proud of yourself that you're willing to see the dark side of things when other people are not willing to know that that's what's going on. I think you probably warn a lot of your friends about their significant others when they're like wearing their little rose-colored glasses or riding their little pink cloud of like, it's all going to be wonderful forever. As long as you're being a downer, you just like see red flags. Hey! Oh my goodness, my cats are fighting. Sorry, my cats hate each other anyway. Like constantly trying to keep them from killing each other. Yeah, if you get shelter cats, get the ones that are friends, okay? And then if you're like getting kittens, get like kittens when they're kittens. Don't like have like a grown cat and then bring a kitten home, because they're not gonna like each other pretty much ever. I'm sure there's exceptions, but there's only one exception in our house of 4 cats. So anyway, I apologize for the yowling and growling that you might hear. But yeah, oh my gosh. Stop. But I feel like you can point things out to your like friends that maybe they're, you know, and you're not trying to be a killjoy or one of those people that I've complained about on this channel before that always have like a be careful anytime you're doing anything. They always have like, well, you know, someday, you know, your husband's gonna die and then what are you gonna do? Stuff like that. And you're like, but we're happy now. Can we just be happy right now, Rebecca? Seriously? And you know, they can't. That's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing here of you just being upfront with people and saying, hey, I saw something. I know something's off. And even if they're like, you're so full of it, even at the point where they get mad at you, you still stand firm. to what you know, and you're usually right. In fact, I'm seeing like when it comes to this kind of stuff, you're like always right, which is pretty sweet. So I'm proud of you for that too. Let's go ahead and look at some more cards. We have Brigid, Birth, Passion, Radiance, and Soul Empowerment. Yes. Oh, that's her little thing. Okay, her little cross or whatever you call them. Remember, if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful when she shows up. But anyway, I feel like you kind of like wake people up to what they don't see. And that's something that you shouldn't stifle. And I don't feel like you will stifle it. I think that you're hanging right in there doing the good work. If it's true, you're going to keep standing by it because that's like, that's it. That's the truth. So why water it down when that's not what's going on? And the other thing, I don't think that you're even like harsh about the truth that you tell. I think you're just matter of fact about it, but I think people have told you that you're harsh. We have the Isle of Avalon. Healing, mystery, renewal, and rest. So what I'm getting from this card, I mean, it's all the same kind of thing. It's all still all connected to that same thing that you should be proud of, like your intuition, that your ability to see the truth is actually something that helps. It's like the first step towards healing, right? Because we aren't going to heal if someone's hurting us if we stay with them and they continue to hurt us and we don't even realize that's what's going on, right? That kind of energy. It causes people to feel restful. You can rest easier because you often see the truth. You can trust the truth. You solve mysteries. You're also kind of mysterious to people because they don't know how you know, right? It might make them mad that like you were right, stuff like that. Let's see what else we got. Whatever that means. Carryoin. Your guess is as good as mine. Pop it into Google and see what they say. Transformation, knowledge, and magic. Exactly. That's like your magic. You know stuff. You might be what they call a claircognizant, where you just know things. You don't see things. You don't commune with spirits. You just know when someone's lying. You just know when something isn't as it appears. And you're not afraid to say it. And you're not afraid to transform your life based on your knowledge, which is also something to be very proud of. Hidden courage, camouflage, step out. Number 20. Sometimes I feel like you're good at like espionage, like hiding in plain sight. You might plant little seeds of ideas in people's minds to help them solve their own mysteries so that you're not the one that was the messenger, and so you're not the one who gets pew, 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 pew. All right, let's see what else we've got here with your tarot cards. Interesting. You also got 3 of the Ostera Tarot. I'm not sure why that happened. 7 of Wands. You're skilled at this. Ace of Cups in reverse. And 2 of Pentacles. You know when people are being double dealt. You know when things are not as they appear, or if a good deal is actually not a good deal. You're very skilled at this. You're not going to fall for it. You actually can turn the deceptor's game against them by deceiving the deceptor. That's something I would be proud of. Okay, what else have we got here? We have the 8 of Visions. See, challenges of swords, boons is... Oh, I can't even remember. I'll have to look it up. And the 9 of Swords. Okay, let me grab the book to remember what the Visions one is. I think it's Cups, but I could be wrong. And I swear, anytime I use this deck, I'm sure people are like, she got that one wrong. Yep, wrong. 8 of Visions. Yeah, Cups. It's like you know when to walk away to avoid sitting there in the unknown. You don't let fear hold you back. Also something to be proud of. You also help others walk away from bad situations. So you might be very proud of like your profession if like you're somebody who helps like you know, domestic violence victims or, you know, social work of that kind. That could be relevant to some of you. Very cool. Let's get you some more tarot about what else you can be proud of that you might not be aware of at this time. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the World, 3 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Yes, yes, yes. You may not know that your family and friends are proud of you, that a lot of people admire you for what you do, especially if you've called them out or called somebody out around them and they were like, nah, they're the best ever. And then they like get, you know, mercilessly betrayed and then they just don't say anything. Like they don't even come up to you and say, you were right, you know, none of that. But deep down inside, they admire your insight. They admire that you are so smart and so willing to point things out to people and to be sort of a guardian to them. I'm also seeing that this helps you pick friends and family better, this intuition of yours. So if that hasn't served you yet, it shall as you move forward in your life. You help bring an end to heartache is what I'm seeing here with your intuition. Very, very cool. It's kind of the same message though. Something they didn't know, Spirit. The little, I like to call them the S-sters and soul suckers. They know that you know. And that causes them great conflict. They might even try to bring conflict to your doorstep to try to get you off your game, but they shall not. I want to get just a couple more. Something they're proud of that they don't already know about. Sound judgment, I think they know. You're also patient. Whether you think you are or not, you're more patient than you give yourself credit for. You know how to say no. You probably already knew that. Like you don't just take what's handed out to you just because it's being handed out. You are a fair and just person and a giving person. And those are also things to be proud of. And with that, I shall leave you. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading, there are ways to do so in the description box. Thank you, my friends. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.